once, Power on Wheels is taking you to Illinois for 4x4 fun. Flying dirt and mud will be a common sight during the premier four-wheeling event in Illinois as Ford Trucks and Motorcraft Quality Parts present the Pendoliner Bedliner's 5th annual four-wheel and off-road Jamboree Spring Nationals. Part of the General Tire Special Events Performance Series, the 4x4 Extravaganza is host to over 1,500 vehicles at the Winnebago County Fairgrounds in Pecatonica, Illinois, near Rockford for 3 big days. Known as the faster cousin of Jamboree favorite mud bogs, the 200-foot mud drags are not as deep as the bogs, creating shorter elapsed times with fast and furious drag racing style action. Mud drag classes have been revised this year, providing greater equality in competition within classes for everyone, from hardcore racers to enthusiasts with everyday street-driven vehicles. All classes have been renamed. Classes 1, 2, and 3 were designed for the everyday street-driven vehicles, while classes 4 through 6 now have some engine and weight specifications for racing equality. Other highlights of the Jamboree include participants competing for numerous peer-judged show and shine awards. Awards include Neatest Personalized Plate, Best Supercharged Vehicle, sponsored by Blower Drive Service, Best Engineered, Best Interior, Best Graphics, Best Engine Compartment, Best Undercarriage, Best Paint, Best Mini Truck, Best Sporting Utility Vehicle, Best Daily Driver, Best Ride on Generals, and Grand National Champion. A Manufacturer's Midway showcases the latest in aftermarket parts and accessories. Everything you need to add those personal touches can be found, along with some expert advice from industry leaders in daily seminars.
A lot of people don't think that four-wheeling the ladies enjoy, but man, about half the crowd seems to be moms and ladies out here.
Oh yeah, I race this truck and I'm an iron horse 4x4.
Not enough? Then how about monster trucks? 9 of the most awesome monster trucks ever assembled at one place, including Bigfoot, Iron Eagle, Overkill, Master of Disaster, Big Red, Weapon One, Hercules, and Bounty Hunter. These monster trucks will be competing in the Thunder Drags. 3 days of jumping, racing, and car crushing. So don't go away. We'll be right back after these important messages.
On any kind of motorsport, the one thing you hate to see is rain. I found a motorsport where it doesn't make any difference. We're in Rockford, Illinois at the Pendoliner four-wheel drive off-road Jamboree, presented by Ford Motorcraft. And let me tell you something, these people at this General Tire Special Events presentation are having a ball. They love the bad weather. I've been involved in monster truck racing all over America, but this is a unique event. I tell you what, you got 2 chances to win on this rascal. First of all, we're going to talk about the chances you got to win. The crowd, man, they get involved in this thing. Through their applause, they're going to select a winner. The other winner is going to be the truck that negotiates the course in the quickest time. Now, let's talk about the course. It's basically nothing more than a big horseshoe. They're going to start off, then they'll go over a first set of cars, okay? I want you to look at the cars that we're talking about because after the first car in the first set, there's an open space. That means the monster trucks have to hit that first car with enough force to jump over. Then they're going to go down the track, do a 180-degree turn. Again, they're staying right in front of the fans in the grandstand. They do the 180-degree turn, come back and negotiate the same problem right before the finish line, that being a straight shot with a number of cars and the space between the first car and the second car. That space is very, very important. If you don't have enough ground speed going to clear the space, you're going to get your truck hung up, and that's going to cost you precious time. Remember, the uniqueness of this monster truck race, you got 2 chances to win, and the fans are loving every minute of it. Well, I hear the first truck coming in right now.
Let's give up Gary big hand. What about that from you?
Gary Schramm comes in the building. Nebraska's Big Red's going to draw that #1 spot. Archie Kaufman's got the crowd all pumped up. It may be raining, but believe me, nobody is damping their spirits. They are ready to go. Big Red backs up. It's going to be the first to make the run in the horseshoe track. Supercharged, big block Chevrolet. One of the things that's kind of interesting about an engine like this, if you listen to it, you can hear a shrill whistling sound. Listen to the whistle of the engine. That's an indication that the supercharger is working properly. Backs up, draws the #1 position. All the other drivers are watching him. The reason they're watching him is nobody's been over the cars before. It's a very slippery track. Everybody's trying to get a handle on it. Let's see what's going to happen. They call him Big Red from Nebraska. Green flag comes out. Hear the whistle. Good run. Got the truck really going. Cranks it hard in the corner. Goes over. No, brought it back. Boy, almost went to the high side. Backs up once again. Remember, it goes for time. Big Red taking a shot. A lot of sky, a lot of air. What a run. So it's showing it can be done. The moisture's going out of the track, and those big cleated tires are really starting to get a bite.
What about this man? What man? What about this man? What we want to know, Jerry, you know what he said about you? He said he thought that was a Charmin ride. Was you cocked up pretty tight?
Oh, I wasn't sure how good the track was going to be. It's a lot tackier than it was this morning.
In other words, you got a good bite.
I got a real good bite. Them XTs had a hold of that roar, that ground, and boy, I was in there for the ride.
Yeah, I guarantee you. What did you think when you was up on that side?
I don't know. I thought it was going to be roll #2 for 1990, but I got lucky and brought her down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what about this young man? Let's give him another big peck of Tonic welcome. What about him? Big Red, Big Red. He's tough. Tough truck right here. Beautiful truck called Hercules out of Avon, Ohio. Here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is. Tim Nesper.
Tim Tesmer out of Avon, Ohio is going to be coming out next. Hercules, a Chevrolet. Now, the first truck showed us it could be done a little bit slow on the first jump. That's only one car. They didn't want to really get out of shape. But Hercules, again, driving the same style. Let's watch him when they go over the first multi-car jump.
Hang on, honey, hang on. Watch him go. Tim Tesmer, here he is right now. Watch him, doing good.
Coming around, looking real good, trying to get lined up on the last shot. You can actually see the young driver setting up the truck, really psyching himself, getting ready for the final jump. So the Chevrolet people got a lot to be happy about this afternoon in Rockford, Illinois, as they're flexing their muscle. Hercules and Nebraska's Big Red. First two trucks laying down some super shots. Third truck in the series this evening. Truck goes by the name of Weapon 1. It's also a Chevrolet belonging to Jerry Richmond. He's also from the Buckeye State of Ohio. They call it Weapons 1, again out of the Buckeye State. Jerry Richmond gets ready for his shot. Whoa, he leaves quick. Backs on the throttle. A little bit of bounce. That's going to cost him some time. Truck taking some strange bounces. Going around. Left hand comes out. He's trying to hold on. Steering. Front wheel steer only. That's going to cost him. He got to line up. Shooting down bones. Time to bring it home. Weapons 1. Jerry Richmond. Air time.
Good run. Get back. Let's give him a big hand. Jerry Richmond, ladies and gentlemen. 27. Put him #2 man right now. Well, what do you think? Our turn down there about got us.
Well, you have good weekends, you have bad weekends. We've had a good year all year. I guess I'm more than due for a bad weekend.
Well, we ain't done yet. We gonna do better.
We're gonna give her heck.
I'll guarantee you that.
Well, all the Ford people are starting to come to their feet. Look who's coming to the starting line. Goes by the name of Overkill out of the Lone Star State of Texas. Marty Garza will be taking his shot. Long, tall Texan. Overkill. It's a 1990 Ford. Good looking. Got the hot colors on it. Marty Garza doing the driving. Marty taking some more bounces. One of the unique things about this truck, the engine located behind the driver. Looks like it's working good. He comes around the corner, trying to cock it around the rear steer. Not coming back. It's going to cost him some time. He actually went over the last set of cars with a rear steer in a cockeyed position. 26.14. The Ford goes into the lead. Overkill out of Texas.
Marty, let me tell you something. When you was over this second bunch of cars, you was having a hard time getting her lined up coming down through that.
Yeah, I had brain lock. I couldn't get the thing straight.
No, I don't think you got brain lock. What you was where you was using your rear wheels to stir. Let's give him a great big Pecatonic a welcome. What about him? Number one man right now.
We got a new leader. He's sitting on top of this thing out of Texas with a 2.6, a 26.14. However, look who's coming after him, the Iron Eagle, Dale Hassel out of Avon Lake, Ohio. Iron Eagle 4. The least anybody has knocked off this evening compared to the first round is 10 seconds. If that's the case, we can look for this truck to go down in the 15-second bracket if he gets a good run. Now, he does not attack the first set of cars. What he's trying to do is to get lined up. I really don't believe he's got the run going that he wants. Unless he can really pull it back in on the backstretch, he gets him to top end speed. He got good ground speed. Oh, your new leader, 22.83. The track's getting quicker the further we go into the field, and we still got a bunch of the big boys waiting outside. We still have Bigfoot to come. The master of disaster, Doug Spanier, the number one Ford in the country and the number one Chevrolet, and they're both going after the Iron Eagle.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what about this new first place man? Let's give Dale a great big hand. What about him?
Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. We're down to only two. The Iron Eagle Ford is currently your leader with a 22.83. Can he hold on to win? If he does, he's going to have to hold off the charge, literally, of a pack of dogs. One of them's a Ford, one of them's a Chevrolet. The Chevrolet comes out now. Doug Spanier, ladies and gentlemen, they call him the master of disaster. Spanier does not want the Ford to take a win. He's the last hope for the Chevy camp lined up on the starting line. This truck was the winner of a unique race in Dallas, Texas a few weeks ago. He was the first winner of the first ever 3x3 side-by-side monster truck race, a tremendous racing event that took place. He will go down to the history books. Right now, he's trying to put a win under his belt in Rockford, Illinois. Spaniard looking good. Ladies and gentlemen, hang on. You may be seeing history. Doug Spanier cranking around. The master of disaster comes back. Pull the trigger! Whoa, quick time. Boy, they keep knocking on the door. The word we're getting, it looks like we might have another new leader. Ladies and gentlemen, listen. We do. A 22.56. Bumps the Iron Eagle in the number 2 spot. Chevrolet on top in Rockford, and there's only one bullet to dodge. It's a big blue one called Bigfoot. He'll be coming out next, going after Spanier. John Plant comes out. He's a new, young rookie driver for Bob Chandler's organization, driving the awesome Bigfoot. We don't have to tell you anything all about Bigfoot. Everybody knows about that truck. Number 1. Right now, Doug Spanier sits on top of this thing with his Chevrolet. The Ford's going after him a little one-on-one, if you will, in Rockford, Illinois. Oh, a little bit of timer problem. All the way over. Bigfoot takes the high out to the other end, trying to jump on the inside. Going to the low side. Timing, and the engine has gone away. It's got a pop to it. What a jump. Ford takes the win at the General Tire Special Event Series event right here in Rockford, Illinois. Look at the crowd. They tell you what happened. Bigfoot is alive and well in Rockford, Illinois. We went into the final round with the final truck and the Chevrolet on top of this thing. There's only one vehicle he had to worry about. Big blue Ford. They call him the devil with the blue dress on, son. You had these people rocking and rolling today. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It felt like a pretty good run.
It looked super, but the truck was having a popping in it. I noticed that the last time I saw the truck run down in Texas, it made a popping sound, but man, it didn't seem to be hurting for horsepower at all.
No, last week in Texas was an electrical problem. This time it seems like a little bit of a fuel. After the truck got a little bit warmer, it started running a lot better through the last half of the course.
How about the track itself? Going over all types of jumps and then that 180-degree turn down at the other end. Does that present any kind of unique problems for you?
Yeah, the turn right now is the main problem just because of how sloppy it is. The way our truck's set up, you go into the turn and the front edge is pushing real hard. It's hard to make a turn. You got to let off the brake and tap a little bit and give it some gas to try to get around the corner without doing a complete 360.
I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, keep an eye on this guy. He's one of the new breed in the Bigfoot stables. He's going to be a good one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give John Pine a great big hand. What about him? Bigfoot. Yes, thank you.
Front stretch, the monster trucks are putting on their show-off event, showing the fans a few tricks they've learned on the tournament circuit.
He's tough! He's tough!
Another trickle out of air in the front end.
Meanwhile, over in the mud pit, Class 5 is just getting started.
This is what they call Class 5 racing.
Get set for the wildest events of the four-wheeling season. The four-wheel and off-road Jamboree Nationals, presented by Ford Trucks and Motorcraft Quality Parts. Be a part of the biggest 4x fun parties of the year. Shop the manufacturer's Midway for the latest in the automotive aftermarket. Polish up your beauty for the Show and Shine Awards. Or enter your truck in the lightning quick mud drag. Call area code 317-236-6522. for tech rules and entry information. National magazine and television cameras will be focused on each event. They can't shoot your truck if you're not there. So call now to charge your entry by phone. The four-wheel Jamborees are part of the General Tire Special Events Performance Series. Well, the Spring Jamboree lived up to its reputation. Almost 39,000 spectators filled the Winnebago Fairgrounds to witness the 5th annual event. Other events include the 3rd annual four-wheel and off-road Jamboree Summer Nationals in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, and the 9th annual four-wheel and off-road Jamboree Fall Nationals in Indianapolis, Indiana. Each of these events is presented by Ford Trucks and Motorcraft Quality Parts.